Hi guys! So today I have for you another favorites video. As you may or may not know, I do my favorites videos seasonally because I never feel like I have quite enough to fill out a monthly favorites video. So yeah, I feel like I have a pretty nice number of things to show you today. Not a whole lot, which is proof of why I do these seasonally and not monthly. I have a few makeup things to show you, a couple of TV shows, and actually some food items, and that's about it. So yeah, these are my spring 2016 favorites. So for makeup favorites, I actually have like 3.5 lip products and then like 2 other things. I say half because one of them is more than just a lip product, but yeah, so let's start with the lip things and get those out of the way. I'm pretty sure none of these will be a surprise because I think they've all been in recent videos. So the first one, and I know I've had this in at least one of my videos, is a Smashbox lipstick. This is only my second Smashbox lipstick. My first one was a full size, I think, of the Magenta Matte, and it came in the Give Me More Lip set, either last year or the year before. And that's a really great lipstick. But this one I saw, I think it was on Carissa Pukas's Instagram, and I fell in love with it. Then I tried it on in store and loved it and decided to, give it a day and see if I didn't hate the idea of a gray lipstick. And then couldn't find it in store for like another several months. I finally found it in a Shoppers, and so I bought it, and I have adored it ever since. It is the gray, beautiful lipstick called Punked Matte. That is the color right there. It's basically a neutral gray. It doesn't really have any blue or purple or anything in it. It's pretty solidly gray. It can go on a bit sheer, and it shears out while you're wearing it. It's not super matte. It's a bit more of a satin formula, I would say. Yeah, you do have to reapply it a bit, but it's a really nice color. It's super unique. I haven't found anyone else that has anything even slightly like it, and I'm just in love. So yeah, that is definitely a favorite this month. And then a more affordable lip favorite, and I don't usually love affordable lipsticks, but these are just super comfortable, they're super easy to wear, and they look amazing. I've definitely talked about them, raved about them a bit in my videos, and these are the Essence XXXL Long-Lasting Lip Glosses in a matte formula. So they're called lip glosses and they're in the same packaging as the Essence Extra Long Lasting Lip Glosses, but they are matte. So unlike most matte lipsticks, these are more of a creamy, moussey texture. That's what that looks like there. I have reviewed these more thoroughly in my lip swatch video, so I will link that down below and in a card above, as well as the tutorials that I used that punked in. But yeah, these are just super comfortable. They're like creamy. They never really set down to that dry liquid lipstick texture. They just sort of stay creamy, but I find that they last quite well, and I just have these 2 neutral colors. I do think there is a red and maybe some bright colors. There's not a lot at the moment, but they're really great, especially if you like the matte liquid lipstick look, but you really hate the dryness and crumbliness that some of them can have. These are a super affordable, really great option. And then third, I have yet another matte lip option. I have a type, okay? So these ones don't go on matte, but this is the Melted Liquefied Long Wear Lipstick in Melted Jelly Donut. This is my first full size of the melted lipsticks. I have 3 minis in different colors, so I already knew that I really loved them. I love how they smell, I love how they wear, I love how they look. They smell like the smell of sugar, not like vanilla or anything, it just smells like sugar. And this one is just a bright, not neon, just like a bright pink, like a true bright pink. These sort of go on glossy. You can build them up or wear them a little more sheer, but eventually they do dry down on me, I find, and like they lose all their glossiness and kind of stain your lips for a really long time. And so yeah, I've absolutely been loving that. These lipsticks in general are just really great. So those were 3 of the lip options. You might be wondering now, what is this half of a lip option that she's going to show us? And that would be the Shaaanxo Palette by BH Cosmetics. If you don't know, I will link my review video for this palette both down below and in a card again. But yeah, this is just an 18 color eyeshadow and lipstick palette. It is double-sided, so on one side you have all of your powder eyeshadows, like that. And on the other side you have all of your creamy lipstick pots, which is great because you don't get any of your glittery powders in your lipsticks. For the most part, I have been favoring the eyeshadow side just because I am more of an eyeshadow palette person. The lipstick palette feels a bit weird to me. I'm not a lip brush person. I'm really bad with lip brushes actually. So for the most part, I have been using these just with my fingers, which is harder for the darker colors, easier for any of these. I have actually put on both the bright pink and this bright orange with pretty good success using just my fingers. You just have to be quite careful, but I find that a lip brush for me requires a lot of patience and re-evening out because it makes my lips look really streaky with every lipstick that I've ever used on a lip brush. Maybe it's just me. But the eyeshadows, like I said, are my star of this show. They're just these beautiful warm colors and a mix of shimmers and metallic-ies and mattes and this beautiful duochrome sort of teal warm brown. I've done several tutorials using this, but I will link the tutorials down below, not in cards because I can only do like 5 cards. But all of those tutorials will be linked down below, as well as my review on this palette if you are interested in seeing those. So my final beauty item is sort of, I guess it's still beauty, but it's not makeup, it is skincare. I don't frequently talk about favorites for skincare just because skincare doesn't really wow me very often, but I've actually really been liking this face wash. I did do a review on this line on my blog, which again I will link down below, and if I have any left, but it will definitely be linked down below. But this is my favorite part of the whole set. This is the Vichy Normaderm Deep Cleansing Purifying Gel. So it is a face wash. As you can see, I haven't used a ton, but I don't use very much face wash. I used very small. I don't usually use a whole pump unless I feel like I have a lot of makeup and residue and oil or dirt on my face. But yeah, this has just been really great for my skin. It is formulated for acne-prone skin, but it's still good for sensitive skin as well, which is really great because my skin tends to overreact to products. So I must have sensitive skin. I've never really thought of my skin as sensitive, except recently, like acne products will make me go really dry and flaky, and then really moisturizing products will break me out. So it's like my skin has an issue. Multiple issues. But this has been really great. I haven't found it drying out my skin at all. It just makes you feel really fresh and clean without giving me that like really tight feeling like my skin doesn't fit my face, which a lot of toners as well will give my skin. It does have a very slight smell. It's very fresh though. It's nothing really perfumey. I think it doesn't bother me at all, and some perfumes do bother me. I just find it to be a pretty fresh scent, and yeah, it gets my skin clean, and that's about all that I feel like I can ask from a face wash. So those are all of the beauty products that I wanted to talk about. So I just have 4 random friends that I want to share with you. Let's start with my food favorites. So what I've been doing recently the past couple of months, yeah, probably about 2 months, is I've sort of replaced my lunches with smoothies. And that's kind of just to like get more nutrients and fruits and stuff into my diet without really making it hard. Frequently for lunch I would have something like chicken strips and fries or leftover dinner from the night before, and this sort of cuts back on some of the calories maybe and adds a lot of extra vitamins and nutrients. But I have been really loving it. Smoothies are just delicious. I haven't found that I'm sick with smoothies anyway. The great thing about smoothies is that you can like change them up a lot, use different fruits, use different liquids, and it's always changing. Alright, my camera died. Sorry if the light seems to be sort of coming back slowly. I did turn off one of my lights and it takes a little while to get started up. But I don't really want to wait on finishing filming this. So anyway, I think I was talking about smoothies. All I wanted to say is that the only things that I really keep the same all the time with my smoothies is that I have protein powder. I'm currently using a flavorless one that isn't sweetened because all of the protein powders that I've looked at that have flavor are sweetened with stevia, and I can't stand the like taste of stevia. So the one I'm using is Kaizen Naturals, which comes in this cool like cardboard tub thing from Walmart. And I'm using spinach, which Makes your smoothie look kind of funny, either a little bit gray if you're using like blueberries or something, or a little bit brown or like tan if you're using like strawberries, but it really doesn't taste like anything, and it's just kind of, you know, good for you. Got like iron and fiber and all that good stuff. Yeah. I've also kind of started using mostly just pineapple juice as my liquid too, because milk and like almond milk kind of make it taste funny to me, whereas pineapple juice makes everything taste more fruity. So yeah, that's what I've been doing. Then my second food thing that I wanted to talk about is avocado toast. And if you are a YouTube internet person, you probably already know that a ton of like vloggers and stuff love eating avocado toast, and so I had to try it, of course, and it's really, really good. And that's pretty much all I have to say. So yeah, avocado with pepper and chili flakes is also pretty good, but I just like it with just the pepper too. So yeah, those are my two food favorites from this past springtime area. And then my two favorite shows over the past few months have been Supergirl, which I think I started watching before spring. I think it started in January, but it was really, really, really good. The first season is finished now, so I don't know if you can watch it online or something somewhere. No, it's not on like Netflix right now, so unfortunately I can't just tell you to go watch it on Netflix. But yeah, if you get a chance to watch the first season of Supergirl, definitely do. It was fantastic, and I'm really excited for the second season. The only thing I'm disappointed with is that they've moved it from, I think, NBC to the CW, and I haven't liked any of the CW's superhero TV shows yet. So I'm hoping that having the same characters and everything in Supergirl will sort of keep it the same, but I am worried. My second one is Gilmore Girls. So I watched the first maybe season or two of Gilmore Girls when it was airing, way back when it started, of course, but then I kind of got away from it. I think something else was on that time that my parents wanted to watch, and so they sort of took priority on the TV, and I just didn't end up watching any more Gilmore Girls. But I did really like it, and especially with the new like revival coming up for Netflix soonish, I really wanted to watch it because it's such a big thing, and it was fun when I was watching it. So I finally watched all of it because it is on Netflix, and I think I binged it in the last 3 or 4 months, and it's so good. Like, it was so good. I watched so much Gilmore Girls. Like, there are, what were there, like 6, 8 seasons? There was a lot, and they're like full American seasons, so like 23 episodes. But yeah, I watched all of that, and I'm really excited for the revival of that. Let me know down below what some of your favorite things were this month, whether they be beauty or food or TV shows, movies, books, anything. That would be really cool to hear. So let me know that down in the comments, as well as if you have any comments on any of the things that I mentioned as my favorites for the past little bit. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up if you like favorites videos, and subscribe to see more videos from me, and I will see you in my next one. Bye guys.